On November 2, 2024, a young Iranian woman named Ehud Darii made headlines worldwide after stripping down to her underwear on the campus of Islamic Izzat University in Tehran. This unprecedented act of defiance against Iran's strict dress code for women brought immediate attention to the ongoing struggle for women's rights and personal freedoms in the country. Darii, a student and mother of two, allegedly resorted to her protest after being harassed by members of the Basij paramilitary force, who reportedly tore off her headscarf and attempted to humiliate her. Her bold gesture has since ignited a social media storm and raised concerns over her safety and well-being. Eyewitnesses captured videos of Darii standing in the middle of the university campus, dressed only in her underwear, as students and passers-by looked on in shock. Her stance was a powerful visual rejection of Iran's mandatory hijab laws, which require women to wear headscarves and loose clothing in public. The sight of her stripped her of her clothes. The shift of the enforced layers was both a protest and a call for solidarity, underscoring the intense emotional and mental strain placed on women under these laws. According to reports from Iranian news outlets, Darii was quickly detained by campus security guards and subsequently handed over to local authorities. Her whereabouts have remained unknown since her detention, sparking fears for her safety as rumors circulate about her being transferred to a psychiatric facility. Iran's strict dress code policies have been a point of view, which has led to a surge of contention for decades, with growing defiance from women who see them as oppressive. The Basij paramilitary force, a hardline group known for enforcing social order, allegedly harassed Darii on the university campus, leading to her reaction. This incident is not the first time the Basij and other moral policing bodies in Iran have been accused of using aggressive and coercive tactics to enforce the dress code. A spokesperson from Islamic Azad University, Amir Hijab, stated that Darii was taken to the university campus, where she was reportedly under severe mental pressure, and was later sent to a mental health facility. This claim, repeated by Hijab and other officials, has drawn skepticism from international observers, who argue that Iran often uses mental health claims to discredit dissenters and silence those who challenge social norms. Darii's act of defiance echoes the spirit of protests that erupted in 2022, after the death of Mahsa Amini, a young Iranian Kurdish woman who died in police custody after allegedly violating the hijab mandate. Amini's death triggered unprecedented protests, with thousands of Iranian women publicly burning their headscarves and marching in the streets. The government's response was brutal, resulting in the deaths of over 550 protesters and thousands of arrests. While the protests eventually subsided under pressure from authorities, the movement they inspired continues to influence acts of resistance like Darii's. Prominent activists, Hossein Ranaghi, who himself was detained during the 2022 protests, hailed Darii's action as an act of bravery and a cry from the bottom of the heart against oppression. The international community has taken swift notice of Darii's plight, with human rights organizations like Amnesty International calling for her immediate and unconditional release. Amnesty International has demanded that Iranian authorities protect her from torture and other ill treatment, and has called for independent investigations into allegations of abuse during her detention. The rights organization has chronicled numerous cases of abuse against women in Iranian detention facilities, raising concerns that Darii might be subjected to similar treatment.